Hello everyone, it's Mary. Welcome back to the channel. Today is an interesting video. The other day I was crafting and I picked up a tool in my craft space and I said, wow, I have had this a million years. And then I got to thinking, what other products in my craft room have I had that are supposed to be consumable but just don't seem to be? And so that's what I'm sharing with you today, my top 10 consumable products that just won't go away. Let's jump into the fun. Let's get this party started with the first one. Number 10, we have alcohol swabs. I bought these alcohol swabs, years ago. Years and years ago, and I use them quite frequently, I feel. And they have just lasted forever. So I happen to have bought 2 boxes. These are Members Mark, which makes me believe they're either Sam's Club or Costco. Anyway, they have lasted me forever. Now, what do I use alcohol swabs for? I use them to clean things, obviously. They get alcohol ink off of certain surfaces. I use them to clean the gunk off my scissors, and I use them to clean up my blocks here. So let's take a look and see how well they do cleaning off this block. Okay, so if you can see this gunkiness, see that gunkiness there? We're using official terms today. I just take my alcohol. I'm sure there are other ways that you can clean off your Clair blocks. This is not the end-all be-all, but they do remove a lot of sticky or glue type stuff on your blocks, which is helpful. Okay, let's give that the old dry feature on my clothes. And now we have a non-gunky acrylic block. So, okay, so coming in at number 10, we have alcohol swabs. They last forever. Number 9, we have my Nocturne ink. This Nocturne ink keeps kicking. I don't know what it is about it. It's a pigment ink, right? Very, very good ink. You'll use this ink mostly when you're watercoloring. So, but yeah, it lasts forever. I've never re-inked this. In fact, yeah, I don't even have a reinker. So Nocturne ink seems to last forever. Obviously it doesn't. It is a consumable, but yeah, great ink. Coming in at number 8, we have reinkers of certain brands. So I've had this Memento reinker for over 3 years. I've reinked my Memento Tuxedo black ink maybe 3 times, and this lasts, I mean, it just lasts so long. So what's great about this is you buy the reinker and now you pretty much have, I don't even know, I wish I could tell you how many of these you're actually going to be able to use. But like I said, over 3 years ago probably, and I've had this Memento, look at it, it's beat up. But it keeps working, and I love this. This is my favorite ink to use with alcohol markers. So, but yeah, so certain reinkers will last you a long time. Now coming in at number 7 is very perplexing. So I did a glue review. I'll put on the screen when I did that glue review. And I've been using this almost exclusively, this art glitter glue, since then. Now I know you can't see it, but I'm going to show you. Hang on, I'm putting it up to the light. Yeah. This is how much glue I have left. And I've been using it almost exclusively for my projects. Which, I don't get it. It's like the bottom of Mary Poppins' purse. It just does not end. So that's awesome. In fact, I bought a new one because I thought, well, surely this is going to run out soon. No, it has not. It also comes with the, or you can get, I don't know if some of them come with it. You can get this thin nozzle right here, which allows your glue to come out very thin, which, you know, you're going to use less. But anyway, very perplexing. Very. Number 6. Now, this I don't 100% think it's consumable, but I put it in here because this could get gunky, I guess. It's like wax. That's all it is. It's just wax on the end here. And let me see. So you can see this is like a wax tip right here. And I would assume that eventually that would go bad, but this has been going for a very long time, over a year or 2. So I love this thing. This is my favorite picker tool. And I did a review on my channel of expensive craft items versus things that you can afford more easily. This is a fantastic tool. It's awesome. It picks up everything. It picks up paper, embellishments, whatever. It's great. So anyway, that has lasted me a very long time. Okay, coming in at number 5 is something I don't think I'll ever get through. I think I'm probably going to have to give this away, and it's glitter. Does anyone use up all their glitter? Because we got another one coming in the next slot that is just as perplexing. But I bought this because I was like, oh yeah, look at this. This is a great big bottle of glitter. I don't use glitter like this. So I have a Recollections brand here for an example in Arteza, and yeah, I don't know that I'll ever get through it. So it'll just kind of be a staple piece of decor in my craft room. Glitter lasts forever. Okay, coming in at number 4 is embossing powder. Yes, embossing powder. I have a drawer, and I cut this drawer down because I had double what I'm showing you here. So I have embossing powder of all the main colors that I would use. This one I've probably used the most. That's not white or clear or gold or silver, because I use those more often. But this is one of those like extra ones that I've used, and I've used this so much. And look at still how much is in there. Embossing powder. You really buy some staple colors. You'll have them forever unless you're doing a project that particularly needs it. I did a project where I made 300 cards, and every card used this blue embossing powder. And look at still, after 300 cards, how much is left. So, you know, just like I said, buy a few staple colors. You don't need to go crazy with the embossing powder. I do love this one. This is going to last me and my great-grandchildren forever because of how big the bottle is. But I use this for so many fun techniques, and if you watched my video recently, I used it to cover up an entire embellishment. You can make them look epoxy, or I've used it for water scenes. So it's just a lot of fun to use. But yeah, embossing powder. And my white even. So I keep my most used in this little drawer here. I have a cabinet over there. And even my white, I've been using this. Like, this gets used on almost every single card because of sentiments. And it's still good to go. Okay, number 3, we have this gluey eraser type thing. So this is to remove adhesive, and I've used it for years. I keep saying for years because I don't know. I don't have a timestamp on when I bought stuff, and also right now we're in a time warp, so I don't know. It could be 10 years. It can't be any more than 12 because that's when I started card making. But I've had this forever, and it is used to get off gunk off of your surfaces, and so there's a couple other uses for it, but that's mainly what I use it for, which has been super helpful. So that lasts forever. And then the ever famous Tombow Mono Sand Eraser. So you get one that's this big, and I am pretty much convinced it's only this big so that you can hold it. Because I have made so many mistakes on my cards that I need to use this all the time. And yeah, it just doesn't seem to get any smaller. Whereas like a regular eraser does seem to get a little bit smaller. Although I have been using this quite a bit, which is a Staedtler. Is that how you say it? Love this thing. So this is like a pencil eraser, but it's really good quality. Anyway, so yeah, erasers in general, I guess, could share 2 spots because they just last so long in your craft space. All right, and are we ready for the number 1 item that is consumable that does not seem consumable because it has been in my craft space for 12 years? The anti-static powder bag. The anti-static powder bag. Now, I also have the anti-static powder tool, which seems to last just as long. However, I have not had this for 12 years. I have had this for 12 years. Ever since I started stamping. Someone told me you needed to have this to emboss, and so I have kept it. I'm going to be sad when I do need to part with it. It's probably on its last leg. I think there's some powder left in there. This is the case that I carry it in. because my son made this, and it is just about as adorable as it can get. So I keep this tucked away in there on display, and my little bag has been through the ringer. Look at this. Ink on it, stains, I don't even know. But it's here, and I love it, and that is my #1 item in my craft room. That is supposed to go away, but never will. Thanks so much for hanging out with me for this fun video. What in your craft space seems to never deplete? Share with us below in the comments. We'll see you in the next video.